This is the quickest, fastest, easiest, and simplest way to generate more leads for your recruitment business, be it clients or candidates. And this is by far the most simplest one that I have ever used. And when I consider how long it takes to actually start, map out, and even begin to test what is going to be a lead generation strategy for any recruitment business, this particular one has the shortest route and the simplest route and the easiest route for you to see if it's actually going to work for you. And just from my experience over the last 10 years of running my own recruitment business, I've tested hundreds. And just for context, I'm going to qualify that this is lead gen specifically for LinkedIn. And you know what? It's the same one that I've used to grow my business to over 7 figures now. And with this exact same strategy, I've helped over 100 other recruitment business owners do the exact same thing. Like Kasim, who I helped go from 5 to 10k a month all the way up to 36k a month, and Muhammad, who used the same strategy to launch his recruitment business with no previous recruitment experience and hit 30k just in his first 3 months. So if you stick with me, I'm just going to talk you through the entire process step by step. Now, if you're reaching out to people on LinkedIn, then you're going to be doing one of two ways. You're either sending them connection invites or you're sending them InMails. And in the rare few occasions they've probably got a mobile phone number or an email visible, they're the ones that you're going to be using. And this becomes your go-to strategy for whenever you're trying to reach either clients or candidates on LinkedIn. With now LinkedIn announcing that they're going to significantly increase the cost of InMails and their specialist licensing platforms and the cost of all of their premium accounts, then this becomes a cost factor that you have to consider. So now, if you are naturally going to lean in to sending more connection invites, or at least making sure that you're hitting the limit every single week, then you have to make sure that those people that you send connection invites to actually accept. Because once they accept, then you can start to have a conversation with them. And if you're an experienced recruiter, you'll know all of the fine details of how you can persuade somebody to have at least a conversation with you, even if they're not looking for a job right now. And when it comes to sending personalized LinkedIn messages, what most people turn to is try to make the actual first message as personalized as they possibly can. And they go in and they say, I've looked at your profile and I love how much you care about your job. And then go and like 5 or 6 of their LinkedIn posts and then make reference to their LinkedIn posts. And if you want to get super creepy, then you can mention things that are on the company website and their TikTok account and the picture of their dog on their Instagram page. And that is exactly the problem with some of the messages that you're going to see on LinkedIn. Number one is that they're over-engineered. Number two is that I think you might be trying too hard if you're referencing a load of other things. And number three, if you're using AI to help generate these messages, which now you can, and it's being sold as an idea, but we have to face the harsh music of it. Everybody knows about AI and automation now, and people are sniffing for it. So if you're using AI-generated messaging to make it personalized, and the person on the other end can tell that this was AI-generated, then guess what? They're not going to accept. They're going to feel like it's templated. So if you want to know what I do, this might blow your mind, don't say anything. Just send a blank connection request. As simple as it gets. And from a stats perspective, most people are over the moon if they see somewhere between a 5 or a 10% acceptance rate on sending connection requests. But if you do it this way, provided you have one other thing that I'm going to mention shortly, then all of a sudden you're seeing 20% plus in acceptance rates. So then what is the one other thing? Well, it's how optimized is your LinkedIn profile. And optimized is just a simple way of saying how easy is it for somebody to find you and understand what you do. Just by the first glance of your LinkedIn profile, people are going to be paying attention to what? Your banner, your profile picture, and the headline that you have in your LinkedIn profile. And just by looking, your banner, your picture, and your LinkedIn profile headline, do they understand what you do? And does it give them a reason to actually accept? I'm going to play this out like this is happening for me. Now, me being Muslim, I'm never going to take out a mortgage. I can't deal with anything to do with interest. So now when a mortgage broker sends me a connection request, guess what? I'm not going to accept their connection invite because I'm never going to have anything to do with this person. Certainly not in their profession. Maybe if they change professions in future, but at that point they can send me another connection request. All because I'm going to look at their profile and I'm going to make a judgment on, can this person be useful to me right now or at some point in the future? And if I feel like they can, I'm going to accept. And if I feel like they can't, then I'm going to reject it. Ask yourself this question. Does my profile picture show my face and does it look professional? That's an easy one. And if you've joined my school group where I share a load of the tools that I've played around with, you can now upload a few of your pictures and generate a professional looking AI image of yourself. It's not difficult. Don't even need to dress up for it anymore. The next two items is your LinkedIn banner and your LinkedIn headline. Now, when I look at those two, do they tell me exactly what you do, which then makes me understand how you might be able to help me? And does it also give me a justification or a reason to actually accept your connection request? And if the answer is no to those questions, then it's not good enough. It just needs rearranging, it needs organizing again in a little bit more detail. And provided that it does meet that criteria, you have a professional looking photo, your LinkedIn banner and your headline tell me exactly what you do and why I should connect with you, then it doesn't matter what you say in your message, as long as it doesn't come across creepy. But it doesn't matter what you say in your message. So take the assumption that they can see what you do, and at some point in future, they will be interested in working with you. And this is all assuming that your target audience, your clients and your candidates, they understand exactly what you do. Because if that's spelt out on your LinkedIn profile, then guess what? They do know what you do, and you recruit in the market that they specialize in. So either now or at some point in future, they will need your help. And as long as you're not just slap pitching them in the DMs straight away saying, hey, I would love to work with you and so on, which is something for a separate video in terms of how you introduce yourself on the first go, then we're good. They can see what you do. They know that you might be able to help them at some point in the near future, if not right now, if they need your services. And you also build a first line degree connection on LinkedIn who you can message anytime without having to spend the cost of InMails on LinkedIn. So if you want to execute this properly, and this is just without using any fancy tools or anything like that, build a list on LinkedIn of 100 profiles that you want to connect with, clients or candidates. And just for those 100, go and send them blank connection requests. Don't say a word, send them blank connection requests. And before you do that, just make sure you got a professional profile picture. Your LinkedIn banner says exactly what you do, and your LinkedIn headline says exactly what you do. You can even go and check out my LinkedIn profile if you want some inspiration. And provided that it meets that criteria, don't be surprised if somewhere between 20, even 60 of those 100 connections that you send, they accept, and now you've got a first line connection. You can start a conversation with them and nurture them through into becoming one of your clients or your candidates. Now, while I've just shared with you what is the most simplest way and quickest route to execution when it comes to getting clients and candidates through LinkedIn, from my experience over the last 10 years, the natural next step is what happens when you actually get them on a call and you have a conversation with them. Ultimately meaning that you need to be able to qualify your clients and candidates in the best details possible. And if you want to know how I do that, then there's these two videos. One for clients, one for candidates. So go and click on whichever one is the biggest priority for you, because I'll be explaining to you exactly the standard operating procedure of how we qualify clients and candidates to make sure we don't have any problems later on in the process.